After 28 games, the Pistons have finally broken their losing streak. I have never seen fans so happy to see their team that is currently sitting at a 2-29 record win a single game. But then again, it totally makes sense because I have no clue how I would react if my team was this bad and finally won a game. But without all the excitement from finally breaking this losing streak, what does this mean for the Pistons? Well, absolutely nothing at all. This team is still dog. Now, okay, let me start off by saying I don't want to be the guy that like rains on the parade. I am very happy to see them finally break this losing streak, even though I was kind of rooting against them because, I don't know, it was a fun spectacle in the world of sports. So even though, yes, you may feel like I am raining on the Pistons parade, I am not going to sit here and say that they only won because the Toronto Raptors didn't have Precious Achiuwa or OG Anunoby. I probably butchered both of those names, but I feel like saying that is probably one of the most lame things you could do. I feel like it's only going to be Toronto Raptors fans who are saying that, who are salty about losing to this Pistons team. Because like I said, as much as I loved watching this losing streak from the Pistons, you could tell that they wanted this to be over. And I know that that might sound crazy, but there's a different level of wanting this to be over when you're 28 games deep and almost beat the Boston Celtics compared to when you're 15 games in and you just think you're in a little rut. So yes, I feel like the effort on this game, especially like I said after the Celtics game, was extreme. And most of that, if not all of that, was from Cade Cunningham, a guy who has been the main focus on this team. I mean, he is putting up very, very, very good numbers in his last 5 games, which all 5 obviously ended up in a loss, which is NBA history. We have never seen a player put up this many good stats on such a bad team. I can't remember if there was a post from ESPN or SportsCenter that was showing all of the other NBA teams with records that were as bad as the Pistons. And when looking at those other teams, this skill level is so different. The Pistons' third option is arguably better than some starting players on these teams, but there's so many different problems with them, and I feel like Monty Williams hasn't been the best coach. Like, tell me why the highest paid coach in the entire NBA, I think in NBA history, is on the most losing team of all time. He has failed to really do anything. But back to Cade Cunningham, he put up 12 assists with 0 turnovers, and I just overall feel like Cade Cunningham will be the guy on this team. He will be the star player on this team that later on in the future, if the rebuild goes successfully, will be the one that everyone looks at and says, thank you, Cade Cunningham, for sticking through the thick and thin with us, and now maybe you will be the guy that helps us win a championship or something. I don't know, I'm just kind of going off the rails a little bit, but that's what I hope to see from Cade Cunningham, because he never went throughout this losing streak and said, oh, I don't like being here, oh, they're not doing the system correctly, oh, we're not. He stayed calm. He did his thing, he played basketball, and he went out and put his heart into those games every single night, and that's all you can ask for from a franchise player. But like I said before, the next thing for Detroit is losing. It's tanking. It's getting lottery picks, because they said earlier that they are looking to trade for some people who are on the market. I don't think there are any moves that they can make that teams will be willing to accept. I think what's best for them is going into the draft, trying to get more young talent, although you may feel like you want this process to finally speed up a little bit because you have been losing for some time now. If anything, you can just trade your pick. You know what I mean? There's a lot of moves that this team can do, but for right now, they will continue to be bad. This game is a lot of fun. This is probably the most exciting Pistons win we will ever see, unless they go on another 28-game losing streak. But they do have those bright spots, right? They have Cade Cunningham, they have Asar Thompson, they have Jalen Duren. That's about it. I do not see Jaden Ivey as a bright spot. And I'll talk a little bit about Jaden Ivey later on in the video. But first things first, I need your guys' help because I obviously have not been watching every single Detroit Pistons basketball game. And I'm sure it's a little bit self-explanatory as to why. So I want someone in the comments who's been watching all these games to tell me why Asar Thompson hasn't been getting steady minutes. I feel like his minutes have been fluctuating from 30 to 16 to 19. Why is he not getting just a solid role in this game? Is it because Monty is wanting to try things out, switch around different rotations? If so, if that is what he's doing, why is he pretending like this team is a play-in contender? This team right now should be about playing your young guys, developing them, getting them used to your system, because you're obviously going to be there for some time if you're the highest paid coach in the NBA. So I honestly don't understand why he keeps on rotating things around. I understand you want to break your streak, but I don't know. There's something weird about not letting your players get consistent minutes and get used to the league and your situation and everything like that. But I don't know. You let me know in the comments why he has continued to really switch his rotation around, because I'm sure you guys may know a lot more about this team and their situation than I do. Other than that, I don't really know what else there is to say about this game. They finally broke their losing streak. They finally get Wingstop. And yeah, the team, like I said, is going to continue to be bad. Hopefully they can make some moves that will better their future, like get rid of Killian Hayes. And as long as he doesn't go to the Sacramento Kings, I'm honestly okay with it. So yeah, Pistons fans, enjoy this win. Congratulations to you guys. But don't forget, I remember when you guys were saying that the Kings were stupid for picking Keegan Murray over Jaden Ivey. And well, look where that got you. All right, go on and enjoy your win. If you guys want to see what the Detroit Pistons arena would look like if AI built it, go check out this video right here. It's a lot of fun. I enjoyed making it and checking out the arenas. It looks really cool. I'll see you guys all next one. Later.